preview brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. And the storyline right now is surrounding the shoulder of Patriots quarterback Drake Maye. CC, you have been through these weeks. You have been through the 2 weeks leading up to a Super Bowl. You've been through guys, I'm sure, on your team banged up. Reports about guys on the Patriots when you played against them banged up. Are you concerned about Drake Maye's shoulder, or is this something that is all a creation to distract from other things leading up to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, just my default position. Don't trust anything you see on the Patriots injury report. Just not going to do it, especially when it comes to the quarterback. I remember competing against Tom Brady. Every single time I played him, he was on the injury report. Infamously, it would be Tom Brady on the injury report, but you knew that number 12 was going to be out there under center by the time kickoff rolled around. I would suspect the same with Drake Maye. It's going to be him out there, and if he's going to be on the field in Levi Stadium on Super Bowl Sunday, I'm expecting him to be at full strength. That has to be the mentality of everybody in that Seattle Seahawks locker room, particularly the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, I'm with Cece on this one. I feel like there's some residue here with the Brady Patriots era because I know that they're downplaying this. Drake Maye is saying he's feeling really good, he's feeling fine, that he turned a corner, he's been throwing the ball. I can't tell if they're trying to minimize it because it's a problem and they don't want the opposition to know, or if the fact that they're even talking about it, he's feeling great and they want to throw a wrinkle in what everyone's thinking about his health. But with you guys, I expect him to be out there. It's the Super Bowl, for crying out loud. He's going to be out there and hopefully be ready to go.
So is this not even a worthy conversation? I don't mean that we shouldn't be talking about it on the air. I'm saying that in general, is it not a worthy conversation? And we're going to sit here today on a Wednesday before a Super Bowl Sunday and say that there is zero chance that on Monday, when we're talking about the Patriots-Seahawks Super Bowl, that Drake Maye's shoulder will come up? Is it a 1% chance? Like, what are we looking at relative to, if we're going to do predictive storylines, what we are going to talk about on Monday relative to the shoulder today?
I don't think Drake Maye's arm is going to be a concern at all. I don't think that's going to be a part of the conversation when we talk about Super Bowl 60 on Monday morning and Tuesday morning. Don't think it's going to happen. I think if we're talking about anything, we're going to be talking about Drake Maye's legs and how he's been able to use that as a weapon throughout the postseason. You saw it during the regular season. He's up to the notch when it comes to playoff-style football, and I would anticipate in the last game of the season, when you're playing for it all, that he's going to have a whole lot of courage and he's going to have a whole lot of bravado, and that means Drake Maye using his legs to extend the down to create explosive plays both in the run game and the passing game.
If we're talking about it, I wonder if it's because this punishing Seattle Seahawks defense got after him. And even if he's turned a corner and he's feeling better, you know that this defense is nothing to mess with. And I wonder if they get after him in that way, maybe it aggravates it, or maybe as the game goes on, it's an issue. But I don't think from the outset of the game that we're going to be talking about Drake Maye's shoulder being a hindrance to him.
So nothing game plan-wise. Josh McDaniels, when putting together the offensive game plan, all of that stuff, nothing will change because of Drake Maye's shoulder. That's what we're saying. What about Sam Darnold's oblique? Are we past that, too? I mean, he had a great game in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah,
we're past the quarterback's injuries.
Yeah, what he did against the Rams puts that to bed. That's done. That's over with. Like, down the stretch, he was the one making the big boy throws, the completions that he had to K9, the completion that he had to Cooper Kupp, and then ultimately what felt like the dagger, the completion to JSN for a first down. Sam Darnold did plenty enough playmaking for me not to be concerned with the oblique. I mean, we're talking about 2 playoff games now where he performed well. The oblique wasn't an issue. I don't anticipate that's going to be a problem in Super Bowl 60.
All right, so give me the storyline then. Right now, as we sit here 5 days away, the storyline that is under-talked about that we need to talk about more. The thing, CC and Small, is that we are not looking at enough, because I think that both of these teams have been very smart this week. They have given us nothing. Right, and I think listen, as fans and media members, we want them to give us stuff. Mm-hmm. As players, CC, you've been there. I'm sure Coach Coughlin said, do not give anyone anything. And these two organizations who have been there and done that, both of them, right? Seattle, we've discussed, the most underrated organization arguably in the sport. They have given us nothing new in terms of, oh my God, I can't believe they said that this week. So what's the storyline we need to pay attention to more?
Russell Wilson took a Super Bowl away from the Seattle Seahawks when they played the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 49. He's going to give one back to them if Seattle wins Super Bowl 60. This team is the house that Russell Wilson built. The Russell Wilson trade, avoiding paying him the $245 million contract, getting multiple first-round picks, multiple second-round picks that turn into your starting left tackle, your best corner, and 2 key contributors in your defensive front seven. This is the team that Russell Wilson built. This is the championship that Russell Wilson built. And the irony of that is they're anchoring on a journeyman quarterback now in Sam Darnold, being able to have a renaissance year and get this team to the point where they can actually contend and win a championship. So that's the storyline to me that's not being talked about enough. The foundation of the Seattle Seahawks team, which was built off of the Russell Wilson trade.
I like that. The potential championship team that Russ built. That's a good one, CC. I think for me, Ev, this firmly is on your boy Josh McDaniel's shoulders. Because when I look at the matchups here, I think the Seahawks are a better team. I think they're a more complete team. I think they're a more talented team. Even though the Patriots had quite the gauntlet, especially on the defensive side of the ball, to get to this place in the playoffs. But when I look at different storylines or different individual matchups, I am interested to see what Josh McDaniels is going to do with Drake Maye and this Patriots offense and how they're going to attack this very, very formidable Seahawks defense. And we always talk about him potentially being the greatest offensive coordinator of this generation. And this is a guy with that championship DNA, with the muscle memory. He knows how to utilize his weapons, and he knows how to bring the best out of these guys in the biggest moments. So I am very interested to see what he dials up.
Yeah, I don't even know that it's debatable anymore in terms of the OC position. This guy's been to 1/6 of the Super Bowls ever. This is his 10th Super Bowl he's been a part of. So, yes, I agree with you. I mean, the guy is phenomenal as an OC. Again, different job than a head coach, right? Same thing we were talking about with Jim Schwartz earlier. So, yeah, I'm like, as a Patriots fan, if you're saying, hey, it's going to be on him, I'm cool with that. I'm comfortable with that.
Let me ask you a question really quickly. Better coordinator, Steve Spagnuolo or Josh McDaniels?
Ooh.
I mean, Spags has it against him head-to-head, obviously, and you both, because of your allegiances to him, are going to say him. I would say, obviously, McDaniels, but I also believe that, and this is a whole separate thing, and we'll get into Hall of Fame. I do think assistant coaches have a place in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying.
Spags has done it across 2 franchises.
Yeah. Just quick question. Was the Russell Wilson thing, because I don't think it was it meant to be an insult to Russ or more of a, hey, we need to talk more about the team building of the Seahawks?
It wasn't an insult. I think it's just a fact of the matter.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, and it's all these teams that have quarterbacks that they're about to pay or could pay a lot. Maybe instead of paying them too much, rebuild your team that way, as CC just pointed out. Hot mess next.